Okay, they're on their way over now. All right, I'll keep an eye out for them. Oh, hi, there you are. I'm so honored to be working with you for this dress rehearsal, and I'll be doing your makeup tomorrow as well. We're going to do everything today as if it were the real show, okay? So it's going to be a little bit fast because the transitions between each song are going to be a little bit tight. We've got something to tide the crowd over, but we need to get you kind of in and out as quickly as possible, okay? So we're going to do just a little bit of skincare and makeup, kind of redo your hair just a little bit, and get you into your next costume. Does that sound good? Okay, well, let me introduce myself. I'm Honey. Nice to be working with you today. Do you need anything? You've got a drink, you need a snack, anything like that? Okay, well, just let me know. I can have my people bring it over, all right? Okay, wonderful. So I've got most of what we need in this bag here, but I thought first we could just do a little bit of skincare, okay? We want you to have that glass skin look up on stage, okay? So what I'm going to start with is just a little bit of kind of blotting paper. Yeah, I can see kind of from the day, maybe being out in the sun. Just have a little bit of oil. Do not worry, it's not a big deal. And we're just gonna blot that for you, okay? So just go ahead and close your eyes. It should feel pretty relaxing. Okay, maybe a little bit around your nose. Okay, and here. Okay, really good. Yeah, not much at all. So the next thing I thought we would do is use just a little bit of this cleansing foam here. It does such a good job at getting off any dirt, debris, any pollution from the outside air, okay? So all I'm going to do is just take a little bit and pump it onto this brush, okay? Okay, good. And then I'm just going to rub in circles all over your face, okay? Okay. Good. And over here. And even on your chin down here. Okay, a little bit on your forehead. Okay. There we go, just a nice quick clean. And then I'm going to kind of rinse you off a little bit, okay? So I just have right here, this is just water in here. And I'm going to use my cloth, okay, to just wipe you down really quick. So just pumping a little bit onto my cloth here. And I'm just going to wipe starting up on your forehead. Good, and then down your cheek over here. That's not too cold, right? Okay, good. And on this side. Okay, and finally down on your chin. Okay, really good. Okay, so now I'm just going to use a little bit of toning solution, okay? This is just going to help give you that beautiful, radiant skin that we want. I'm just going to get a little bit onto my cotton pad here. By the way, I just wanted to say that I'm such a huge fan of your work, okay? I know it's a little unprofessional, but I just wanted to say you've made such huge strides for people like me. Yeah, that have marks. Yeah, you've really brought that into the light so we don't have to hide anymore. Just really appreciate that. Plus all of the music that you make. Honestly, I don't even know how you come up with those songs. Okay. I know I've watched so many of your interviews, and it just seems like you just really have that creative mind. Okay, so we've got that toning solution on. Just gonna go ahead and put that away. So it looks like really quick. You might have a little bit of old makeup underneath your eye. So I'm just gonna grab a little Q-tip here. We just want a really clean, fresh base to start with, okay? So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of this makeup remover, super gentle. I know that you've got more sensitive eyes, so I'm just gonna take a little bit on a little Q-tip like this, and then I'm gonna gently rub underneath your eyes, okay? All right, go ahead, open your eyes so I can get right up against your lash line. Okay, that looks good. Now over here. was just a little tiny bit, not a big deal at all. Okay, so I've got that all done. I'm going to go ahead and just run a little bit of oil through your hair. We just want that really nice look. Yeah, exactly. You kind of need all of those flyaways tamed when you're off stage. So I'm just going to put a little oil just like that. And then I'm just going to brush it back over your head. Okay, really good for your scalp. And it won't leave you greasy. Okay, that looks good. Okay, let me just make sure I'm doing everything in order. Good. So if I do the sheet mask on your face now, that should be able to soak just long enough so that I can do your nails really quick. How does that sound? Okay, I picked out a special skincare mask just for you. So this one's going to be super moisturizing. It's got a lot of nourishing ingredients in it. So I'm just going to go ahead and open it up really quick. Okay, and then I'll just slide it right out. And I'm going to be placing it right onto your face. So just hold still while I unfold everything. Okay. Sometimes I find these a little bit tricky to unfold, but always figure it out in the end. So we've got it unfolded now. So if you could just sit still, this smells so good and it's going to feel even better, okay? So just placing it on. Okay, and how does that feel? Good? Okay, wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit, and I'm going to hurry up and get out my nail polish so we can do some beautiful nails on you, okay? Alright, so the color that I brought with me today was a really pretty purple color. I'll show you really quick. I thought it would go really well with tonight's theme. So I'm just going to go ahead and get a little bit out, and just go ahead and put out your hands for me, okay? Okay, wonderful. Oh my gosh, you just have gorgeous hands. Okay, here I go. I'm just going to paint it on. Just a little bit on each finger. It's got beautiful sparkles in it, so it should be able to be seen even on stage. Just gonna get a little bit more of this super pretty color. And then other hand. Okay. Good, just getting that on there. Okay, beautiful. Okay, we'll give that just a minute to dry. Okay, beautiful. I'll just go ahead and put this away. So let's strategize on kind of how to do your makeup real quick, okay? So I was thinking for your hair, we could just do some kind of teased little waves. I think that would look really good. Now that that oil's in there, it should look perfect in some nice, neat waves, okay? And for your makeup, I had a couple different thoughts, so you'll have to tell me what you think. I was thinking we could do some shiny powder here. This stuff is super sparkly, and it comes with a little powder puff, so it could look so beautiful. And I was going to go for an overall very sparkly look because I think that'll catch the stage lights the best. So I also have some little glitters in a tube that we can use. These could just go under your eye or even kind of in the corner of your eye, whatever you're feeling. But then on your lids, I had a special little palette I was going to show you. So this palette has 3 different sparkle options in it. We've got kind of this finer glitter here. We've got like this thicker, kind of chunkier glitter in the middle, and then almost like a silvery one at the end there. So I thought we could kind of maybe do a little mix of those on your lid to kind of give them that like almost wet appearance. Yeah, I thought that would look really gorgeous, especially with your super long and beautiful lashes. And then for your lips, I was just going to give you kind of like that really classic sort of faded red lip. But on top of it, I thought that we could put a little bit of this kind of glittery lipstick here, okay? So what do you think about that? Just the overall glitter look. Okay. Yeah, it's going to come out really kind of natural looking. So I think it'll give you that glam effect without being too gaudy, okay? All right, wonderful. How are your nails? They're looking pretty dry. And how about your face? Ready to take the skincare mask off? Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab the edges here. Okay, there we go. And while your face is still moisturized with all of that nice product, I was going to add just a little bit more on top. I know your skin gets so dry during this time of the year, so I brought some of your favorite Momo Puri cream. It's got that lovely peach smell that I know you're crazy about. So I'm just going to take just a little bit right onto my spatula, and I'm just going to put a little bit on each cheek, okay? Just there, and over here too. Okay, there we go. And just put this away really quick. And then I can use my little ice globes to just rub those in, okay? Okay, nice and cooling, huh? Do the other side here. Okay, how does that feel? Good, nice and moisturized. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the base then of your makeup. So for your makeup base, I've got this Can Make cream. I just think it works so well for your eye type. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and dab it onto my applicator tool, okay? So let's see. Looks like you're running a little bit low on this. I'm going to have to notify my team that we'll need to get you more before tomorrow, okay? Just a second, please. Hello, is anyone there? Okay, good. Yeah, I need you to write down that we need some more of that Can Make eye base for them stat. Yeah, tonight at least. Okay. All right, thank you so much. Okay, so I'm just going to use this to just apply it to your eyes. So go ahead and close your eyes. Okay, good. Just going to pat it in like this. I feel like that really works it into your eyes the best. Okay, now the other eye. Okay, that looks pretty well blended in. Perfect. So now that we've got that on, I figure we can do kind of that eyeshadow that we talked about. Did you think about which one you wanted to do, or we could do like a combination too? Okay. The chunky glitter? Okay, yeah, we can totally do that. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush, just like that. And then I'm going to start on the inner corner, kind of work my way out towards the edge of your eye, okay? All right, again, just close your eyes for me. Good. Okay, and then working my way out. Okay. Are you excited for the show tonight? I know, something about the rehearsals, they just seem so magical because it's just us and the crew. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow where we're standing is just going to be filled with your fans, so enjoy it while it lasts. We get a little bit of peace and quiet. We'll be working mostly behind stage tomorrow. But for now, we get this entire venue just to ourselves, okay? Okay, that looks really magical. I love that already. So, now that we've done that, we could do eyeliner if you want. What kind of look are you thinking for this show? Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I totally have everything for that. So we could use some of these stencils to kind of put little lashes underneath your eye if you want to. But I also have some kind of silvery mascara that we could use too. That's going to add just a little bit of a pop to your lashes. We could do that on the upper lashes. Okay. All right, perfect. All right, well, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to start before we do the lower lashes. I'm just using some brightening concealer under there, okay? So if you could just look up for me. Good. Okay. Good, and now the other eye. Okay, good. Love this stuff, blends in so easily. So we've got that done. Now I'm just going to select just one for each eye. We can just pop them out just like this. They come out super easily. It's just like a temporary tattoo, okay? So I'm just going to place this under your eye here. Good, and then I'm just going to use a little cotton pad and some more water to just kind of dab that on, okay? Okay, so if you could just look up for me, I'm just going to... Okay, and then I'm just going to peel that little sticker off. That looks so beautiful. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the same process on the other side, okay? Just going to punch out this bottom lash here for you. And we're just going to apply it right onto your other eye, okay? Just making sure I get a really good position there. Okay, that looks good. And then we can use that same nice little wet cotton pad to just pat it on. And then we'll peel that one off too. So let me see. Those look very good. Super even. I love that. So I'm going to go ahead before we do your lips. I'm just going to use a little bit of this super refreshing lip essence, okay? So just stick your lips out for me, and I'm going to just applying that onto your lips here. Okay. Alright. Good. And then while that sits, before we kind of add some of that red tone color, I'm just going to work on your upper lash line. So I've got a little bit of eyeliner here. I'm just going to give you some super delicate wings, okay? I know you prefer something a little dainty, so I'm just going to do a really tight wing right in the corner here. Good. And on the other side. Okay, and then that tight little wing. Okay, beautiful. So that's drying on there. Did you want to do that kind of silvery mascara up top? Okay, let's go ahead and do it then. So what I'm going to have you do, okay, is just look straight at me, all right? And then I'm just going to just gently apply that. Coating each lash. Okay, now other side. Okay. Yeah, it's super subtle, but it adds such a pretty shimmer. Okay, good. Just putting that away. And if you want to make any tweaks to our look before the show tomorrow, please just let me know, okay? I'm happy to bring some different makeup. We can collab after the rehearsal if you want to make sure that we have a look that you really like, okay? Okay, so now we're going to apply some of those really pretty glitters that we looked at before. I'm just going to take a little bit out, just put it right under your waterline, okay? Good. Looks really nice. Okay. Good, got a nice thick coat on there. Just a little bit on the other side too. Okay, good. And then I do have just one more glitter product that we could use. I thought maybe we could put just like a little bit on each cheek if you'd like. Kind of get that a little bit worked in. It's super pretty. It's got a combination of glitters, chunky glitters, smaller glitters, a little bit of everything. So what do you think? A little bit on your cheeks? Okay, let's do it then. I'm just going to dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot on the other side. Yes, I love that. It really brings out your eyes. So now we can go ahead and move on to some of that glittery powder here. Okay, I think this stuff is going to work so good on your skin. It's going to keep that like skincare look that we work so hard to get, but it's just going to add a little bit of like like sparkle that's really going to be visible on stage, okay? Good, so I'm just going to take a little bit and work a little bit on here, and then just close your eyes gently. Oh yeah, that is really working. Just a little bit of glitter. It shouldn't be drying, it's just kind of loose glitter. Okay, perfect. Love that. Okay. And now that we've got that worked on, I'm just going to brush your face for any loose glitters, okay? Because we want everything that's on there to really stick. So I'm just going to brush. Good. Along the side here. And this side. Okay, on your nose. Chin. Okay, I think we got everything there. So let's just quickly do a nice lip on you. Oh, yeah, of course. So I do have some breath spray. You want to just open your mouth. I know you really are self-conscious about that, but I got your favorite flavor. So just go ahead and open your mouth wide. Say, ah. Okay, good. I'll just spray it in there. Yeah, if you ask me, it doesn't smell at all, but just having that kind of minty flavor in your mouth, I know goes a long way when you're doing a singing performance, okay? So now let's go ahead and do your lip. So just go ahead and stick your lips out for me. This smells so good, just like cherries. So I'm just applying this. I'm going to apply it more towards the center, okay? And it's kind of going to diffuse as we get to the outer line of your lips, okay? Such a trendy look. I love that. And just kind of give that a second to dry, okay? Then we can add on this shiny little topper here. I think this glitter look is going to be so sensational. Your fans are going to absolutely love it. But like I said, if you want to make any adjustments or anything like that, we totally can. Okay, looks like that's pretty dry. So I'm just going to add this on now. Okay, good. That looks so pretty on you. I had a vision in my mind, but you have made it come to life. So now we can move on to just some of the accessories and things. So I was just going to give you some little wavy kind of streaks. So first we can just part your hair, okay? Just give you that kind of cool zigzag look. Okay, that's probably good enough. And then I'm just going to kind of give you some loose, kind of wavy superstar curls, okay? Good. Just working your roots. Okay, that looks spectacular. I love this look on you. I also have just a few like little star clips that we could add. Yeah, they're gonna look just like mine. We've got like a big one and a small one. You want to do one of each? Just a big one right in the corner. Okay, just going to pop it open, and then do you want it on the right or the left side? Okay, I can do that. Okay, good. I think that looks really good, and it's going to tie in with your outfit. They haven't even showed you your outfit yet? Okay, well, before we move on to some of the other accessories, like your earring and your belt, I'm going to show you what you're going to be wearing, okay? So what we have picked out for you is just a really pretty kind of like plain, it's like a little bit of a tank top here, but then you're going to be wearing this like beautiful sweater shawl over it. It's It's got these gorgeous big baggy sleeves that are going to look so good on your figure. And then it comes with this ruffly skirt, okay? It has a little bit of a corduroy material, so I think that's going to be really fun, super trendy. And then down below, we're just going to give you these nice pair of ruffly socks with some classic Mary Janes, okay? Okay, these are going to look so nice. They're brand new. They've never been worn before. They're perfectly sized to your feet, so I can't wait to see what they look like on you. So if you want, I can just go ahead and pop this on if you'd like. Okay, yeah, no problem. So the skirt has some little shorts under it, so you don't need to worry about any accidental mishaps on the stage. I'm just going to hold this open and you can step into it, okay? Okay, good. All right, how does that feel? Good size? Okay, I was pretty sure it would be. We have your exact measurement, so now I can just throw on your shirt on top, okay? All right, okay. And then we'll be able to see the shirt that you're wearing right now underneath. This should completely cover it, so just put your hands up. Good, I'm gonna be sure not to mess up your makeup. Okay, good. Looks like that fits really well too. Now for the sweater on top, okay? So it's got the neck hole up here. So same thing. Just gonna pop it over and then you can push your arms through. Alright, that looks really good. So we do have to kind of go with that star theme because you are a star. We have this pretty star belt, okay? That's just going to go around your waist. So I'm just going to reach behind you here. Okay, good. And then I do have like a star earring for you too, okay? Alright, so here's what it looks like. It's got beautiful gemstones and then these little kind of like chain accessories on it too, okay? So I'm just going to pop this open and then just place it in your ear, okay? Just going to bring it into your ear here. Okay. That looks so good. I like that it's on the other side as your clip. Okay, so that looks really, really good. I think your whole outfit is looking good. Let me just put on your socks and shoes. So I'll just go ahead and open this up. Just step into it. Good. And now the other one here. Just step right into it. Okay. And then we'll do one shoe first. These are actually just Velcro. But they should stay on really well during your performance. So I'm just going to put these here. Okay. And then I'm just going to put that Velcro back on. Good. And now for the other shoe. Just gonna undo that Velcro. Okay, just putting that over your other foot. Good, and Velcroing that back up. Okay, so you look absolutely spectacular from head to toe. If you want to head back to the dressing room, you can kind of check yourself out. Make sure you like everything. We can always do like a different glitter if you want next time. Okay, you let me know? All right. Well, again, if you need anything, I'm going to be here. We're going to watch you guys go through your show. So excited to get a little sneak peek into what tomorrow's concert's going to look like. Thank you for letting me do your makeup, and I look forward to working with you tomorrow, okay? All right, I'll see you on stage. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching through the entire video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're able to, you can consider supporting me on Patreon, link in the description down below.